just having this press conference to give you an update on the situation concerning marine imports. Just know that we also have in our possession a ministerial statement that was given by the Honorable Sean Crockett, JPMP, this morning on the House of Assembly floor. And let me say that it's very concerning to the BIU that Mr. Crockett has, of course, one perspective as the Minister of Tourism and Transport right now on this situation, and of course the BIU is going to have its perspective. And I think it's incumbent upon the public to get the correct information so they can go here and make the correct decisions about this entire process. But what is very concerning to us, particularly on page 4 of the ministerial statement, the minister says that the president of the Bermuda Industrial Union has made a lot of noise about this agreement, this arrangement, and he knows what you know. And all we were trying to find out yesterday from the acting director and from the acting PS, because they both came to the BIU yesterday, but we couldn't get any answers from them. So it's, I guess, very concerning to us. Then we understand the minister was on the news last night explaining to the country exactly the agreement that they have, and I'm saying the agreement because I think he put the figure out there of $1.2 million as cost to the government to bring this boat in. So what we are very concerned about, why the minister couldn't come and give that information to us yesterday, since the PS, the acting PS couldn't give it, and neither could the acting director. But he goes on further on page number 4 at the bottom of the page to say that the last sentence, if that was not enough, weeks ago I personally met with the president of the Marine and Ports Division of the BIU, and I told him that we are planning, and these are the last words that are very concerning, that there was only agreement and no conflict. And I'll let Bart Sinclair speak to the actual part where he said that there was only agreement and no conflict.
Yeah, we did have a meeting with them. In actual fact, it wasn't a planned meeting. It was something that us and our team decided to go and try to get some information from the ministry. And we didn't agree to anything of that nature whatsoever. There were some talks had, and we did say certain things, whereas we understood that if the current state of our affairs, we might need additional lift. That's as far as it goes, though. Nothing was said in concrete.
Well, and let me say that I think the minister goes on to say, and he makes particularly on at the bottom of page number 6, dear Mr. Speaker, this day dawns, and although my technical officers were in contact with the union officials up to 11 p.m. last night, seeking to determine whether or not their members would be returning to work, regrettably the BIU chose to continue its industrial action into a second day. And what we're saying about that statement, it's very disingenuous, and the reason why it's disingenuous is that if you are in contact with union officials right up to 11 p.m. last night, what chance has the BIU here to have a conversation with members about what about the information? Certainly, I'm not in a position as the president of the BIU to call my members to a meeting 11 o'clock at night and say, we've now got the information that we were looking for, and we need you to make a decision as to whether or not you're prepared to go work the next day. The first opportunity for us to have a conversation with our members about that would have been 8 o'clock or 8:30 this morning, which is what we've done. So we've presented that to them, but I think what we find extremely offensive is particularly on page number 5 of the ministerial statement, because Mr. Crockett goes on to say that, Mr. Speaker, I believe that during these difficult economic times, we all must embrace the motto that was championed by Dr. E.F. Gordon, Miss Barbara Bowl, which should be Dr. Barbara Bowl, Dr. Barbara Bowl, and Mr. Otterwell Simmons, which is united we stand, but divided we fall. Anybody who knows the union motto knows it's not united we stand, but divided we fall. The union motto is united we stand, divided we fall. So if the minister is going to quote the union motto, please get it correct. If you don't know what it is, call us and we'll tell you what it is. But don't take it out of context, because that's very disingenuous and it's very misleading to the public. So our attempt in speaking with our members, and we spoke to them, and they're going back to work under the following conditions. that the management of the Marine and Ports and the Bermuda Industrial will meet on March 19th and 20th, 2013 to discuss and resolve the Millennium Ferry matter to the satisfaction of all concerned. Second point is that all other outstanding issues to be addressed at weekly JCC meetings on March 21st, 28th, April 4th, and April 11th, 2013, or until the matters are resolved. That's basically where we stand right now. So they're actually going back to work as we speak.
Has notice been given to the ministry of the conditions that the workers are looking for?
Yes, and they have agreed to those conditions.
Moving forward, what would you like to see from the ministry?
As I said before, I think that all we want is proper communications and proper dialogue. The collective bargaining agreement is what we should be using to guide the industrial relations process. This is not the unorganized area. This is organized. Organized labor means that you got social partners that you have to sit down and talk with and have proper dialogue with. So all I would say to the minister, because remember now, to date, the email and letter that I sent on Wednesday, which was the 13th of March, still hasn't been responded to by the minister. You know, neither the Minister of Home Affairs. Both of them got that email. Both of them got the hard copy, and neither minister has responded to that email or the letter that followed up later on that afternoon. They have not commented on, and I think it's totally disrespectful that the leader of a trade union will send a minister a letter, and he doesn't have the common courtesy to say, you know what, Mr. Frederick, I got your letter, and here's where we are. And I think I should add this now. I think that the minister has been the Minister of Tourism and Transport now for at least 3 months. He has not paid an official courtesy call on this organization. Has not. We have probably about 1,500, just over 1,500 hotel members, and we'll probably got about, between DPT and Marine and Ports, that's another 350 plus members. So we represent almost 2,000 workers that fall under the Minister of Tourism and Transport, and he hasn't seen fit to pay a courtesy call on this organization.
Mr. Samos, the fleet of ferries as they stand now, can they be brought back up to standard so that they're all fully operational? Or do you see the need of additional ferries being brought in at some point?
I consider that our fleet can be brought up to standard if we had the means, if we had the parts, if we had the time allotted to do so, which is all basically management issues. But it's possible. It's a boat. They're boats. They can be fixed. They can be repaired, no matter how old they are.
Moving forward, what sort of process would you like to see in place to make sure that all the tenders are up to par?
We definitely need a little bit more communication with management so that we can get things in order, as well as we need management to listen to the floor, to the persons that's in the trenches, so that we can work together and get these done. Because, I mean, some of them, they don't even know the boat, so how would they know?
Mr. President, you said the gentlemen are going back to work today.
Yes.
What time do you expect the ferries to be up and running?
The ferries hopefully should be up and running by 2 o'clock, a little bit after 2 this afternoon.